Bonjour, and thank you, Chair and Committee. I appreciate the opportunity to sit before you today. The world is in the midst of a cost of living crisis. For 18 months, this has affected just about everything. Global food prices have risen quickly, putting significant strain on Canadian families, both in terms of their finances and overall health. It's a vitally important issue for Canadians and deserves the attention of this committee. For months, a great deal has been said about the role Canadian grocers play in food price inflation, many directly blaming us. This is understandable, but inaccurate. Here's why. First, food inflation is affecting every country, not just us here in Canada. And I know it doesn't feel like it, but Canada has one of the lowest food inflation rates in the world. Second, as unexpected as it may sound, grocery chains operate with extremely small profit margins, which means we have minimal influence on inflation. On a customer's $25 grocery basket, we earn just $1 in profit. That means even if the industry had zero profits, a $25 grocery bill would still cost $24. So the claim that Canadian grocers can correct food price inflation is simply wrong. Third, for those who say grocers are profiteering, the math just doesn't add up. Since inflation took off 18 months ago, the cost of that $25 grocery basket has increased just under $4. During that same period, the grocer's profit increased by 15 cents. In other words, food prices have increased 25 times faster than profits. And at Loblaws, none of those profits came from higher food margins. Our retail prices have not risen faster than our costs. So no matter how many times you read it on Twitter, the idea that grocers are causing food inflation is not only false, it's impossible. Fourth, and finally, we are actively working to keep inflation down. We stopped $500 million in unjustified cost increases last year. We welcomed 500,000 more customers to our discount, no frills and maxi stores where shoppers save about 10%, or $1 billion compared to traditional supermarkets. Our price freeze saved customers real money, and millions of Canadians continue to save 25% by switching to No Name. We are actively lowering prices on key essentials, losing money selling many of them. Last week, a customer stopped and challenged me in the grocery aisle. She said, if we were truly doing all these things, why is our profit increasing at all? It's a fair question. The biggest reason is that Loblaws is much more than a grocer. Non-grocery products like financial services, apparel, and importantly, Shoppers Drug Mart make up more than half our business. We've been clear. It's the efficiency of our business and the strength of categories like cosmetics, even cough and cold, that have been driving our growth, not food. These are facts. We've explained them in our public disclosures, and they are formally audited by an independent third party. That does not change the underlying challenge. And while I believe food inflation will normalize, there are still far too many Canadians facing food insecurity. We think about this a great deal, and I challenge our team on whether we're doing enough to change that. Last year, Loblaws dramatically expanded our relationship with the country's largest food banks. Through our work with Second Harvest, over 1,100 of our stores now have a direct link to a local food charity. Last year, we donated over 5 million kilograms of food. We've rapidly expanded our partnership with an amazing Canadian startup called Flash Foods that uses an app to make perishable food like meat and produce available at 50% off. It's now available at over 500 stores. And our President's Choice Children's Charity continues to lead the country in providing healthy snacks and meals to school children. At 123 million meals, we're well on our way to our target of reliably feeding 1 million children a year. Is that a lot of food? Yes. Is it meaningful? For many, it's transformational. But is it enough? No. The job won't be done until everyone has real food security. I'm proud to lead a company that partners with over 1,500 small business owners. Together, we employ over 200,000 people, united in the purpose of helping Canadians live life well. This is a responsibility we take deeply to heart. But solving food insecurity is not within the reach of one company. or one industry alone. It requires all of us, retailers, manufacturers, growers, government, community leaders, and NGOs, all working together. Thank you. Merci.
Merci beaucoup, Monsieur Weston. Et maintenant, nous